Have you ever set up goals to eat healthy, stop skipping meals, and cook so that you can have delicious food 3 times a day, only to find yourself at 4 p.m. with only the coffee you had in the morning? Just like you, I sometimes get so involved with what I'm doing that I forget to eat. Literally forget to eat. When I remember I'm starving, I need to eat immediately. Just eat, whatever it is. I don't care if it's healthy or not. I just need to eat. This pattern has made me find myself opening the fridge and the kitchen closets to find food, anything to eat, 4 out of 7 days a week. And if there's nothing in the house, I either order food or go out to buy cookies or chips. Yeah, you heard that right. I'll get out of the house and instead of buying food, I get cookies or chips. It sounds silly, but it's the fastest thing to eat. And when I'm in that state, that's all I can think about. Eat immediately. Now, obviously, this doesn't nourishes me, and I stay hungry even though I've just eaten, and it's a very unpleasant feeling. So, after the sleep fix experience, I decided I should fix um, my food or the way I feed myself. And I set up an experiment to cook daily in order to have 3 delicious meals um, every day. Now, I didn't really cook. I mean, I cook if I follow a recipe, but I don't know how to get in the kitchen and make a meal. That's one of my problems. Um, but I decided to make this experience anyway. And I'm going to tell you why it failed because it failed miserably and what I'm going to do about it. Cooking obviously was not knowing how to cook was a part of it, but I'm not even going to consider it because it is not the more important one. The more important one, in my opinion, is because I had no idea what I needed to eat to properly feed my body and my mind. I was constantly tired with no physical, no mental energy to allow me to do what I needed to do, and thinking sluggishly and being forgetful. It was no fun. It is no fun. I eat 3 days a week and I feel great, and the other four, this is how I am, and it's such a roller coaster. I'm tired of it. I wanna stop this. That's why I'm going to try it again. The second reason I failed, or second reason I believe I failed, is because I did nothing to remind me to eat at the hours I wanted to eat. I mean, how if I forget to eat and I do nothing to remind me, how am I going to do it? I didn't. And I didn't realize that. And the third thing was because I didn't have enough meals for the week. As I said, this eating and properly happens 4 times a week, and the reason why it happens is because I only have food for 3 days. So basically, I didn't have a plan, and I would be surprised if it would work. Honestly, I wanted to do a different experiment when this finished, and it finished on the 18th yesterday. Finished yesterday, uh, but I I knew I had to do this again because it's too important. And honestly, I knew I didn't want it to do this. I would prefer to make a new experiment because I would be afraid. I am afraid it would fail again. I have no idea if this will work. I am going to try, but I don't know if it's going to work or not. And I'm tired of disappointing myself. Um, with the stakes being as high as they are, but I'll do it again. So this time, instead of thinking, oh, this will be perfect, I'll just do this as if I could just do something because I said I would. I've lowered my expectations. I realize I probably will only be able to reach the goal on the third month of doing this, and I will keep making mistakes on my way towards it. Hopefully not as bad nor as frequently, but I know that's more likely the reality. As what I'm going to do is have a plan. And the plan will be, first I have to figure out what times I want to have my meals and find a way to remind me to have those meals and actually have them. Because I don't know if you do this, sometimes the timer goes off and I just want it to shut up because it's an annoying sound and I'm too focused in whatever I'm doing. I don't want to stop that focus. And I completely forgot that I was the one who set up the timer, and there's a reason for it. So I have to find a way to not only have a timer, but also make sure that I just don't have it shut up, but actually do the thing I am supposed to do, which in this case is eat. The second thing I'm going to include as this plan is to learn how to cook six of my favorite dishes. Probably not the top favorite because they might demand a bit too much in the kitchen, and I don't have that many skills in it. But six of those that I don't mind eating on a regular basis. So I can have a list to revolve. Like I would eat three now and then three then, and I would change. Like if it's a meat dish, with chicken, with turkey, with beef. If it's a fish, different kinds of fish, and even with the same kind of protein, different seasonings so that it doesn't feel like I'm eating the same thing. But when I cook, I I just have to do the same things every time, so I don't get overwhelmed with not knowing what I'm going to do, nor if it's going to be good or not, nor if it's even worth doing. These are dishes I know I like and I'm going to eat. And the third thing I'm going to do is figure out how to integrate grocery shopping, food prepping, and cooking in my life. I've been doing it on and off, but obviously, the way I've been doing is not working. So that's something I'll have to figure out too. And all the steps I'm talking about, all of these three things that I need to do will implicate tiny experiences or experiments to find out what works the best. That is what I'll be talking about in the videos regarding this Eat Healthy experiment. Uh, what I'm going to do and how the experiments are going and how do I reach conclusions to find out what is best. And if you find that interesting and have been struggling either to stop skipping meals or to have food in the house, um, you can subscribe so that you'll know when the video regarding this subject will be available. Thank you for watching.